What an extraordinary final this could be in the men's 800 metres. Francisco Panici, now the championship record holder after an extraordinary display in the heat. Niels Laros, 5,000-metre champion, 5 times age group champion is Laros. He's on the outside here, trying to do an 800 and 5,000 double. 51.76 at the bell there, so not quite as fast as Panici was in the heat, but still on for something very special. And how could it not be after those heats that we saw? And maybe there was a part to play in it with these men knowing there would only be 2 rounds. Panici of Italy, Laros of the Netherlands, Jonas of Great Britain, with his teammate on his shoulder on the outside, who's been a revelation this year, Justin Davis, winning his first British senior title, now with the international chance. But these kind of chances are one that Niels Laros always takes. So here comes the Flying Dutchman. A double gold for Niels Laros. 1:44.36. Another time that would have obliterated that championship record had it not been set in the heat. Absolutely unbelievable. He is a 6-time European age group champion, and Panici ends up on the ground there. He gave it everything. Justin Davis did as well. He takes the silver for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But Ellen, this was extraordinary. Laros pressed on the turbo. He found the extra gear while they all scrapped behind.
That ability to switch it on, we've spoken about it pretty much every time we've seen him race. Just has that 0 to 60 button that he can press when he needs to and makes it look so easy. A lovely moment there. Justin Davis walking pretty much all the way out to the shot put circle to see the board, the digital screen, to check if he'd got second, and he had to wait, and look, there's hardly anything in it.
Niels Laros only ever does doubles. European under-18, 1,500 and 3,000. European under-20, 1,500 and 5,000. And now a different kind of double each time. It's just not enough for him to do the same and to do one. European under-23, 800 and 5,000.
It's pretty nice, very unique. I don't know if anyone has ever done it, but I like this challenge, and I grabbed it with both hands, and I came away with 2 golds, which, yeah, I'm super happy about.
Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, Switzerland, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Poland and the Netherlands in this final. So keep your eyes on these changeovers around this lap. Could be close between the Brits and the Germans. 2 nations that seem to be so strong at this particular level. Poland going well, but Britain with the chase down here. Mensah to Bell, who was just outside the medals individually, but did lead this quartet to victory in Espa 2 years ago. Has that experience now. Success Erdogan will try and come down this home straight clear. Poor changeover for the Germans. And it's Poland chasing the Brits, but they won't catch them. And what a performance, a championship record. The first team to ever go sub 43 seconds. And very close to the British under-23 record of 42.80. Well, extraordinary, but it was something that you thought might happen, because you had Success Erdogan, who already had 5 age group medals and 2 golds, make that 6 and 3. It's Alison Bell's 3rd European age group relay gold. And Nia Wedderburn Goodison also her 3rd and her 4th medal. The Germans had to be at their best to contend, and in the end it was that final changeover that let them down a little. We're going to see it in the replay here. Chelsea Kadiri just had to stop in her tracks. Everyone comes home.
So disqualification for Poland. You can see that the same handover that Great Britain and Northern Ireland struggled with. That was our focus when we first looked back at it, with them smashing the championship record, but confirmation that Poland also struggling as they came into that bottom bend, and a disqualification there.
Yeah, Great Britain or Germany winning that particular title 8 times, and Great Britain for the 4th time.
Belgium 1, Finland 2, Switzerland 3, Slovenia 4, France 5, Spain 6, Germany 7, Netherlands out wide in 8. The final of the men's 4x100 metres, and such a roar from the crowd as they get underway, and Germany make a very quick start. Vollstein hands over, Spain moving well, Abel Jordan on this second leg, and he's moving very well indeed. Netherlands on the outside, handing over well. Spain still flying, neck and neck with Germany. Now France are coming through. Arias on this final leg, and he'll pull away in the lead. The battle for the positions behind is so close between Spain and Germany, but Germany get there. All the focus on the clock though, because a championship record for France as Jeff Arias sees them over the line. The roars from the crowd, the clock stopping at 38.43. What a victory for the French quartet. Championship records falling in both the men's and the women's 4x100 metres. Well, a huge performance from the French quartet, Badru and Arias. You can see Badru there screaming into the ears of the tall figure, centre of picture. And just look at the distance, the advantage he had there. Popotnik really fighting, with Slovenia finishing just outside the medals, but a new national record for them.
What an absolutely unbelievable time. That record was 38.70, but it was also the European under-23 record that had been set by Germany here 4 years ago in Tallinn. So Maxime Rebier, Yoran Kambele-Kabala, Mohamed Badru and Jeff Arias have their split times as well. Jeff Arias, 9.03 seconds. Absolutely extraordinary.
There was a good chemistry between us. Bro, we all know, oh, goddamn, that's crazy. We all know us in the other.
During all the week, we just had fun looking at each other's races, each other's medals, and yeah, in a way, it just like brought us up like a team, and yeah, so it was just great. Not only our race, but all the championship, and for sure, it was a moment like that we won't forget.
The final of the women's 4x400 metres. And it's a good start for France. Great Britain and Northern Ireland starting strongly as well, as you would expect. Grieve moving well down the back straight, and she's opened the gap up here. Poland in lane 2, also closing the gap on Switzerland to the outside of them, but Grieve with a very, very strong start for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. France are the reigning champions, and some of this quartet who are stepping up for France took gold at the under-20s in 2023, so they come towards the handover. Germany in a good position as well. Morgenstern going on the second leg for Germany, third in the 400-metre hurdles. She was behind Emily Newnham, who will break and go into the lead. Jaeger is there lurking in the background. Can she force her way through and put Norway into a good position ahead of handover before they move into the third and penultimate leg? Newnham looking cool, calm and relaxed. Well, 2 New championship record holders going on this second leg, and Ellie Newman is one of them. Newman will hand over first, and it's Poppy Malik who picks up the baton for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Balde for Germany will find a way round the outside. Norway now, with a Munsten who was in the semi-finals at 200 metres, but she's been caught very quickly as France try and find a way into the medal positions. Poppy Malik storming down the back straight, looking very focused indeed. She's so composed. What a step up she's made to senior level this season, and performing incredibly well, coming 5th in the 400-metre final just yesterday evening. And Great Britain and Northern Ireland will hand over first. Yemi Mary John there and waiting, second in the 400 metres, came in as the defending champion. And there is a gap. Spain are in third, Germany in second, Poland not too far behind. It's Kubis as they come down the back straight. Yemi Mary John flying. The battle, though, is behind as Spain come round the outside. Arroyo on the last leg. She was second in the 800 metres and is round the outside. But it will be Great Britain and Northern Ireland who will take the gold medal. A dominant performance from the Brits in purple and a superb last leg from Yemi Mary John, who dips on the line, a new championship record. And they flood over to celebrate. 3 minutes 26.52. France with Alex Doe taking third. A new national under-23 record for both Spain and France, and Great Britain and Northern Ireland take top spots. Well, that's a lovely embrace, isn't it, from Henrietta Jaeger and her big rival in this competition, Yemi Mary John.
It's also a European under-23 record because it was the same mark set by Russia. 3:26.58. It's been banished to the history books, having been set 18 years ago.
Confirmation of the results and the times, our penultimate track event of the evening. Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Look at the margin of victory there.
We knew we could not only win but do so much more. So yeah, like I said in the first interview before we started running, the depth in the 400s in GB has been so incredible these past few years, and I think so much of it is on the junior side. So yeah, like Emily said, I'm excited to see what more we have.
Silence inside the stadium. Listen to the noise that you're about to hear. And there we have it. The crowd full of athletes who've already competed, lapping this up. They can sit back and enjoy. Some pressure is on. A last chance of a medal for your nation. Germans going nicely here on the outside, running blind on this first leg initially with Torben Pinker. And creating a gap. But France shown as leading overall with Felix Levasseur, one of the improvers at these championships. And he's going to hold on for now, trying to keep up the strength in the latter stages. On to Maxime Vasma, one of the athletes who was fresh before this relay. And the Germans with Max Husemann. A runner individually, didn't progress through to the semi-finals. So this is his chance for glory. Looking down at the track there, Angel Gonzalez of Spain. And they have Markel Fernandez, one of their individual finalists, will go on the next leg. So Spain were always going to be strong. David Garcia was fourth in that final. Gerson Pozzo was eighth. Garcia has already gone, and Pozzo on the last leg. So the Spanish still leading from the Germans, and then the French quartet. real work to do for the Dutch. And they've already used their Olympic champion card, Isaiah Klein-Ikink, who was on that last leg. So, nothing to separate these three. Fernandez being chased down by Mudio Priso. So are these going to be the three medalists? Germany just beginning to fade a little. Lucas Krapper tiring at the end of this leg, but pick up strongly again with Florian Kroll. Belgium and Italy, as you can see, fighting behind. Watch out for the Netherlands. Is that gap too big to make up for the man who ran sub 45, the first ever to do it at these championships? Still, Pozzo hanging on for Spain. Lacroix chasing for France. Kroll is still working, still pushing, still fighting. Is the order sealed down this home straight at full speed? Vipers is there. The orange light is coming. Is it going to be too late? It is. Spain take the gold. Yet another championship record by 1/10 of a second. A European under-23 record. And that's been the story of the 400-meter events, right across flat, hurdles and relays. 6 records locked out in 2025. What a championships to remember here in Bergen. France and Germany, silver and bronze. Listen to this. Well, the Netherlands just outside the medals, but Jonas Vipers on that final leg ran a split time of 43.79. More dancing, but I think very much allowed.
Of course it is. It's been an exceptional championships, and it's one where, of course, there's been a huge amount of demands on the athletes, so they are right to party and celebrate tonight.
We did not expect it today. We knew we had a team for it, but I've done 5 races. He's done 5 races as well. He's done 4, and he's done 2. So coming in fresh, we knew it was a possibility, but today, no. Like, it was not in our. It was on our side to try to fight and win, because Netherlands has a great team. France, Great Britain didn't qualify, but as well, it would have been all tough fight. But today, we weren't expecting it, which makes it even more special, because after all these races that we've done, and we've all been in the final, and none of us were able to medal. So today, it feels even more glorifying to actually be able to represent our country and bring it up to the top of the podium.
Here comes the steeplechase specialist around the outside. The European under-23 leader, the fastest in the field this year. Habata, who has the fastest personal best, he's out of the picture, he's left it way too late. Lorenzo Rodriguez back in the lead, and these two side by side. Rodriguez takes a look over the shoulder. Has he conceded the victory here? Will he concede the silver medal as well? Poland driving towards the line with Megia, and he will get there in a new championship record. Ahead of Stefan Nielsen. 8 minutes 20.17 were a dramatic last 100 meters.
Look at Nielsen's finish here. Might be a bit frustrated with that. He had so much left, but couldn't beat the Polish athlete. And again, how extraordinary to get the gold and come back and do the silver in only his 3rd ever steeplechase race, and one of those was obviously the heat.
Rodriguez, well, he really tried. He will take home a medal and a new national under-23 record, and the same to be said for Stefan Nielsen as well. Another medal to add to his gold from yesterday, coming back and taking the silver. Well, it is mightily impressive, isn't it? And a new national under-20 record to boot as well. into the home straight. Another look over the shoulder, and the most significant one, because she knows now that she's won it. Sticks her tongue out, signals to the crowd, points to her friends, her family, her team, blows them a kiss as she's over the line. The European under-23 leader becomes the champion. Silver in 2023, gold in 2025. Vanessa Mikitenko of Germany takes the silver medal, and it's another medal for Ireland. And a shake of the head from Annika Thompson. Well, the last 2 days have been brilliant for the Spanish team, haven't they? Annika Thompson getting the assistance that she required.
That was Ferrero looking round, gesturing to the crowd. Jakob Ingebrigtsen style maybe, but Ferrero, the first Spanish woman to win the European Under-23 Women's 5,000 metre title. Thompson, as you said, getting the bronze. And in between them, of course, Mikitenko, following in the footsteps of her mother, Irina, who was twice in the top 7 at the Olympic Games.
Valchev in the men's triple jump final. This is third round effort. Personal best of 16:22. Looked more out to the 16:50 mark. Look how far he's gone. Where will it be on the board? It's really good on the board. Keep an eye on the wind reading as well. You can see the windsock moving just over his shoulder. It has dropped slightly, the wind. He was in third, and he'll go into the lead with a new personal best of 16:48, and crucially, it's wind legal. And Pablo Delgado of Spain. Fourth round effort. His best coming in the first round, 16:16. The lead, 16:48. Anything over 16.5 would get there. And that is very close indeed. And could it be enough to challenge for the lead and the gold medal? Valchev of Bulgaria occupies that space at the moment. It's a personal best. He's behind the board. Well, he knew everything clicked there. Pablo Delgado, who very likely will become our new leader here. And there it is, confirmed, a new personal best, a legal wind reading, and into the gold medal position in the fourth round. All of the results on your screen from the men's triple jump final.
1 lap to go, 3:07 at the bell. And Calabis onto the shoulder of Kochak. When is a big move going to be made? Meyer on the inside, the Irish woman. Huge personal best at the Morton Games last week. Maybe was 4:22 last year, now 4:08. Just tucked in there with Guy, seeing that gap grow in front. Scatchard now on the outside has found space, overtaking Lloyd. But Dilek Kochak still at the front of this race. What a battle as they come into the home straight for the final time. And Adele Guy, is she about to show her card? Can Kochak play the ace down the home straight? Eyes on the prize. Turkey against France. Kochak is going to hold on for gold. Doing it the hard way from the front, all the way through. 4:08.79 for Kochak. And she was determined. She was well drilled. That was clearly her plan, to never let anyone past. Dilek Kochak proved that she is a wily racer, and she adds to her collection of European medals. Adele Guy with the silver, and look at this, Maya, who was on the inside, it opened up for her down the home straight, and she beat Scatcherd of Great Britain to get Ireland another medal at these championships, adding to Griggs, Thompson and Tootill.
And in lane 2, Acton.
So women's pole vault final. Second attempt at 4:45. She's been exceptional this competition and continues to be. Ondrova does it again. A third extension of her personal best in this competition. Well, when she went over 4:35, she had so much room ahead of her. So clear of the bar. 4:40 she did the first time of asking, and 4:45, a second attempt.
And it's
Sister Mark.
meaning France and Netherlands.
Can she challenge here? A late push. This is her final attempt, and it won't be. But all eyes on Victoria Ondrova. A superb gold medal. Very special moment indeed. Confirmation of the results there. Kuta and Sisterman tied for silver. National record for the Lithuanian.
Kasidis leading the men's hammer for Cyprus. Can he hold on out front? Can he extend his advantage? Oh, yes, he can. And he looks over at his teammates. Loving that. There have been some tense moments for them watching on, hoping to make Cypriot history. The man who won European under-18 gold 3 years ago, along with Valentina Saba, has just produced a national under-23 record of 74.87. Second ever gold for Cyprus, European under-23 level. And the first man to do it, the first thrower to do it. And he has his dream of an all-Greek speaking podium.
Mazlum Dinir coming towards the line. What is the target time he'll set? It will be well within 40 minutes. A huge result across the line, stops the clock. Well, I think we've had quite the situation in this men's race walk where Pedro Collado came across the line, and I think he thought that he might have won it, but he was a lap behind. There's a huge amount of confusion because all our eyes were on Mazlum Dinir. Now, we have had some errors with the graphics, but he's just set off on what will be the most heartbreaking lap, having thought that he was moving along with the leaders. Mazlum Dinir, though, personal best, and that will go down as the championship record that will be watched for years to come. But a real drama at the end of that men's 10,000 metre race walk. Bergen. Well, brings her arms up to her head once again. Each time she's leapt out, there's been a look that maybe suggests frustration, or not that she's completely happy. She's on the board, well on the board, but she's happy, she's delighted, she's so hard to read. And a new personal best, only by 1 centimetre, but she holds the lead, and she holds it by 2 centimetres now. She had been level in the lead, now she has it completely outright in terms of the score. She had it the lead anyway in terms of her next best performance. And I think she's passing in the last round, calling it today. She knows she doesn't need to do any more. She's got a personal best and a gold medal. Ramona Verman, who was 10th in 2023 in the final at under 20 level, to step up and take a gold medal. You could see the emotion all the way through.
So 6:31 for the Swiss, 946 points there, up to 7th in the overall standings. Vanninen leading ahead of Paulett. And the Finn looks to be close to 650 there. The mark that she's achieved this year, 652 in Apeldoorn, as I said. So is she about to take a step closer to the gold medal? Finnish athlete who won this title on home soil 2 years ago, 649, and she's gone over 1,000 points. So Paulett must respond now if she's to remain in contention. And she does. It's not as far as Vanninen, but it keeps the Finn on her toes. Paulett here with that determined expression we saw at the end of the 200-metre race. Very strong on the board there. Has had a very good breakthrough year. That's Ash Bryant there coaching her. Great partnership between the two. Serena Riedel lifting herself into 3rd in the overall standings. She's 244 points behind Abigail Paulett. She's a 4-metre thrower at best, clear of Paulett, 45. 6:52 for Serena Riedel, a personal best, and overtakes Vanninen in this long jump individually. Margrethe Buster with 46.11 en route to current championship record. Vanninen here looks to be a decent first effort, 46.55 en route to gold 2 years ago. Our overall leader by 92 points ahead of Abigail Paulett, who's a 41-metre thrower. 43.74 in the first round of 3. Well up on her personal best. Paulett, maybe a slight improvement in this 3rd round, and she tries to consolidate 2nd overall. So 40.67, worth 680 points. So that compares to 59 more for Vanninen. Well, these are the full standings after 6 events of the heptathlon. You can see their comfortable lead. Looks like 151 points. Vanninen from Paulett. Her national record set before she was born, about to be broken. Vanninen retaining her gold medal. 2:11 exactly, a personal best at the end of 2 days. Abigail Paulett silver, and just behind her, Serena Riedel clinches bronze comprehensively. What a performance from Saga Vanninen then. 6,563 points the score at the end of 2 days. And that is the 3rd best performance in the world this year, behind Anna Hall of the USA and Sophie Doctor, her long-term rival. So 2 European under-23 gold medals to add to World Under-20 titles that she's managed, European Under-20 as well. So Ines Lopez, the champion for Spain. Let's see if she can add to what she's already achieved. Closer to 60 metres this time. The pressure was off, and she looks to have gone closer to that line in the sector as we wait for this measurement. But, crucially, she will stand on the top step of the podium for Spain. And they sit 6th in the medal table at the moment, so should move up as a result. Yeah, here's the classification following that discus final. As you can see, also 3 Germans in this. One of them was on the podium.
And here is the medal standings, and what a result for Germany. 5 golds, 9 silvers, 11 bronze medals, 25 in total. Great Britain and Northern Ireland coming up clutch today to find their way into second with 11 medals, pushing Netherlands down to third. And as we flick through the results here, isn't it great, as Alex has mentioned, to see so many, 30 different nations.
Hello, I'm Leonardo Fabri, and you must subscribe to the European Athletics channel, because otherwise I'm gonna fight you.